Hi guys, Craig Atkins here. Today we're on another predator pursuit in my Old Town Predator PDL kayak. Today we're fishing an inland lake for rainbow trout. It's a 100-acre lake, and just about a month prior to filming this segment, the DNR stocked the lake with 3,000 rainbows that are nothing more than eating machines. Today I'll show you equipment and rigging that will work on any lake where rainbows are stocked. So let's catch some fish. We just came up out of the water. I got that one at 26 feet. He hammered it too. Get the net up here. This is where you got to be careful. This is where most trout's lost, is when you get them right up to the boat. You don't want to, they're doing a lot of head shaking, and you don't want to lift them out of the water until you got the net in there and ready to get him. There, we got him. All right. Yeah, that's a nice fat rainbow. Boy, he's a fat one too. We got one. Check him out. Nice rainbow. He was just stocked about a month ago. He's put on a lot of weight since he's been in here. They do a lot of feeding. You know, it's just kind of constant. But that's a nice rainbow. He's a keeper. We're going to take him home, and we'll get rigged up and catch another one. All right, since I got my baits in and my fish on the stringer, let's take a look at my setup here. I'm using a Dodger, and all the Dodger is an attractant. So it'll be like a spoon in the water, and it just goes back and forth, and it attracts the fish. The fish comes over, checks it out, and you know, about 15 inches behind my Dodger, I've got my little hoochie, which is just a tube jig with 2 hooks and 2 snelled hooks. I have one right up in the body, and that's the one I thread my night crawler on. And then the one behind, I let my night crawler dangle right back here and use this back hook as a stinger hook. And I rigged these myself, made them myself. I put 2 beads inside the body there, and that keeps it from getting tore up and lasts a long time. You know, I've caught a couple fish on this morning already. And this is the hot setup. The orange and silver is always good on salmon and trout both. But this is just a scaled down version of what you would use in the Great Lakes. You know, kokanee is an inland salmon, and they're real common out west. And guys fish for them with the same exact rig. Works perfectly on the inland rainbow trout as well. So that's all there is to it. Again, I bought the Dodger on eBay for $5 and plus shipping. The hoochie that I'm using is a Johnson crappie buster jig I got at Walmart. I got a whole bunch of them for like $2, and I'm using Eagle Claw hooks, laser sharp hooks that I bought at Walmart also. The beads I bought at Walmart in a pack. And you know, so it's a very simple, inexpensive rig. And then again, if you take a look at my setup here, there's my torpedo weight. That's a 4-ouncer. I've got a one foot leader here. This is a wire leader. I bought it at Walmart. Then I took a keychain ring here, attached a swivel to it, and I have a barrel swivel here on my braided line, and a bead that catches my swivel, my weight when it comes down to it, keeps it away from my gear down here. And there is my downrigger release, and I just clip that on my line where I want it, and then it's set. And when it pops off, it allows that rig to slide right down to my line, which is about 2 feet above my Dodger. and 4 feet below my hook and my fish. So that's it. That's all there is to it. It is a little complicated to look at, but it is very simple, very inexpensive. So there's, all in all, maybe $30 worth of gear here, but it gets you where the fish are at, and it catches fish. So that's all there is to it. So I'm ready to get rigged back up and catch some more trout. Boy, he thumped her hard. Oh yeah, he's still there. He's still there. Oh, there he is. He's still there. Yeah, we got him. Well, this is the hot corner today. Definitely the hot end of the lake. Last time I was down here, we caught one. Nice. Got him on the orange Dodger and Hoochie again. That's what I caught on the last time I was down here. All right, let's put him in the boat and take a look at him. There he is. Another nice one, about 11, 12 inches long. He's a keeper. Put him on the stringer and get back at it. Heck yeah. And I'm going to show you how I deploy this. This rig. This is my torpedo weight. It's a 4-ounce torpedo weight. They're not very expensive, about less than $20. I bought it online, and I added a little downrigger release to it and a swivel. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this downrigger weight, and I like to put it right here in the handle of my kayak. I zero my line counter reel. And I'm just going to feed that line back 60 feet. And there we go. And we'll just feed it back 60 feet. That's about where I like to keep it. And the whole time I'm still pedaling, about 2 miles an hour, right in there. 1.8 to 2.2, something like that, just mix it up a little bit. All right, there's 60 feet. All right, now what I like to do now is I'll take my downrigger release here while my weight is still in the boat, still just cradled in my handle there. We'll just clip that onto my line. Okay, now my weight is attached to my line, and it acts like a downrigger. Now it won't release when a fish hits it, but when I reel it in, you'll watch. When I get my next fish, as I reel it in, I get that release right up to the eye of my rod. If I just tug on this line, it'll pop off and it'll slide right down to my barrel swivel. So now I'm going to just set this in the water. I'm going to zero my line counter again, because remember it's on 60 feet. So I'm going to zero it, and then I'm going to drop it to whatever depth I want to drop it to. So it works just like a downrigger. So I caught that last fish at 16. I'm going to take this one to 18 feet, or at 26 feet. I'm going to take this one to 18 feet because I did get a lot of hits on this orange Hoochie rig. And we're trolling. Now I can watch the fish on my depth finder here. I can actually see my weights there below my boat. I've got my rods here about 30 degrees, so my weights are pretty close to the front of my boat, and I can pick them up on my depth finder. My transducer is right in front of my pedal drive, so I can I can keep a pretty close eye to where my baits are all the time. That's important. I want to apologize for the audio in this clip. I accidentally bumped my recorder and shut the audio off, but I wanted you to see the fish hit my bait. He actually hits it 3 times before he hooks himself. That's common, but when it happens, you can try speeding up or stop pedaling for a few seconds, and that will often trigger another strike. Also, as I reel in this fish, you can see the torpedo weight come up and hit the end of my rod and release, and slide right down to my bead and barrel swivel at the end of my line. This is a great technique, a great rig for catching rainbow trout. I highly recommend it. If you guys found this video useful, please share it, like it, and subscribe to our channel. And we'll keep bringing you tips, tricks, and how-to videos that I'm sure will help make the most of your weekend outdoors. Until the next time, guys, I'm Craig Atkins. We'll see you on the water. I don't want him to get off, so I'm going to get my net out, and before I pull him to the surface, I'm going to make sure my bait is present right there. There, because of my bait, you know, when they get off, they'll spit that bait right at the surface. So you always want to be ready and have your net ready before you pull him up out of the water. All right, that was a nice little. And I got him on the orange one this time. At 16 feet. I have the green one. The last one came at 26 feet on a green dodger and hoochie. This one was at 16. So we get him off the net and see if he can get rigged back up and take a look at him. Alright, he's another 12-incher. That's a nice little rainbow. I love trolling for him. A lot of fun. And get him on the stringer, get hooked back up, and if we can't catch some more.